Χαίρετε κυρίες και κύριοι και καλώς ήλθατε στην τέταρτη εκπομπή της Δημοτικής Τηλεόρασης για το 54ο Φεστιβάλ Κινηματογράφου Θεσσαλονίκης. Στη σημερινή εκπομπή θα παρακολουθήσετε ξένους σκηνοθέτες να αναλύουν τις ταινίες τους, αλλά και τι είπαν τα μέλη της Κριτικής Επιτροπής για τον τρόπο που αξιολογούν τις ταινίες.
Ο Ροδρίγες μας αφηγείται την ιστορία του Ελλάδιο, ενός ηλικιωμένου που μένει σε ένα εγκαταλελειμμένο εργοστάσιο και παρασκευάζει το ποτό του διαβόλου. Βγαλμένο από την χιλιανή ιστορία, το ποτό του διαβόλου περιέχει αλκοόλ και μπαρούτι και λέγεται ότι το έδιναν στους στρατιώτες για να είναι ασταμάτητοι στη μάχη.
The devil's liquor in Spanish, La Chupilca del Diablo, it's a myth from the War of the Pacific. Was a war between Chile, Bolivia, and Peru, and in a specific battle, they told that the Chilean soldiers were given this gunpowder with hard liquor. You know, they put gunpowder to get like more courage or like more aggressive thing to being able to win the battle. Eladio is the main character of the film. He's an old guy, like he's very lonely. He lives all by himself and his main co-worker. And in the film, he gets to know this grandson that asks him for a job in his factory. You know, so these two people that are from the same family, but they barely know each other. They start to working together and getting this like relation inside the factory.
José, esté tranquilo, estás nervioso. Me voy a quemar la mesa.
So your country was shocked by the murder of a homosexual by right-wingers. Here in Greece has erupted a peculiar war between the two extremes, left and right. Do you think that this theory is dangerous?
In every moment of crisis, you know, there are extreme emotions or thoughts rising in society. I think it's part of history. If you can check it, like on the past, the case in Chile was particular. In Chile, really, economically, it's a very like how can I say? The situation is very good. About this case of Daniel Zamudio, it's a particular case because it's not something common, you know. It doesn't happen every day. It was very famous because of the brutality of the murder, you know. That this was like 4 guys called neo-Nazis that killed, you know, and homosexual of 19 years old, so it was very shocking.
You told me before that you know that also here in Greece there is a right extreme that's growing.
Yeah, I know about this little party that started growing, and I believe now it's a big party, maybe one of the biggest, I don't know, but they have like a big representation in the parliament and stuff, and of course it's concerning, you know, but I think that about what I was telling before is in moment of crisis, you know, nationalism and extreme ideas or emotions are always rising. I'm so happy being here, you know. It's my first time in Greece, my first time in Thessaloniki. It's a very big festival, you know. I was able yesterday to watch last film by Jim Jarmusch, presented by himself, so that's like such an important thing for me, you know, his big reference. And I hope to come back, you know.
ver, sujeta ahí. Y tirantes. Ahí, sujeta ahí.
Στην ταινία του «Ιστορία στην Καμπάλα», ο δανός σκηνοθέτης Κάσπερ Μπίσγκαρντ αφηγείται μια δυνατή ιστορία για το πώς η υψηλή τεχνολογία μπορεί να επηρεάσει τις ζωές των ανθρώπων.
What a huge influence was that during the last 10 years in Africa a revolution has happened that I think a lot of people in the world doesn't know about, and that is mobile telephones. Everybody in Africa now has a mobile telephone, and they use it for a lot of things, for banking, to wire money, to know when the crops are cheap in a town, and etc. And that has revolutionized Africans' lives, sub-Sahara. Our goal was to take a small story with a family which are poor, living in the north of Uganda, which are relying on the father sending money home by wiring through mobile money service. And we thought it would be interesting to sort of have a really poor people who are depending on high-end technology, and what will it do to a family if this is breaking down in a urgent situation? And obviously, all of a sudden, our main character has to act. She has to get out of her childhood, so to speak, and travel to find her father so he can send money back home.
So is it an optimistic film after all or not?
I think we, in the end, because we thought that the story was, in a way, very bleak for our main character. We thought it would be too heartbreaking if she failed. I think for the girl of the film, she has learned things during her travel, and in that way, she is happy that her mother is alive. That's what she's happy about. That though there's so much hardship, that in the end, somehow, there's just a slight spark of light in the end of the tunnel, and that people just get on. ΤV100 Film Festival is one of the most important and one of the most exciting festivals around, and I'm pleased that our film is in the program. It has been an absolute joy to be here. It's a beautiful city. I love the way that it's that you can walk, by the ocean, and the city center is beautiful with small, narrow streets.
Τον τρόπο με τον οποίο θα αξιολογήσουν τις 14 ταινίες που συμμετέχουν στο Διεθνές Διαγωνιστικό Τμήμα του Φεστιβάλ ανέλησαν τα 5 μέλη της Κριτικής Επιτροπής στη συνέντευξη τύπου που παραχώρησαν.
Very pleased and proud that we succeeded in bringing to Thessaloniki an amazing jury. All of the members are quite distinguished in their fields. It's really an honor.
I always think a film festival jury should have two perspectives. One, we bring all of our film knowledge and our film appreciation and everything. And on the other hand, we have to pretend that every movie we see with the eyes of a child. Like it's the first film we ever see in our lives.
I don't think that we are here to make a ranking. We are here to celebrate films and to judge with our hearts. I think it's already a very big achievement to have a film in a competition of this level, like ΘΕΣΣΑΛΟΝΙΚΗΣ Film Festival competition. And from here on, the one that will get an award is just a matter of the sensibility and the approach of the jury, and it doesn't say that this film is the best film and the other one it's less best and so on. I don't like to make hierarchies like this.
It's easier because to prepare Cannes you have to see 700 movies and we have only 12 or 14 movies to see, so it's easier here. And that's not the same thing because there is no pressure. It's only pleasure.
Here we're seeing the film as the filmmaker intended it to be seen publicly, so there's a difference there also. But for me, the greatest thing is simply that I've seen only one of these films previously, so I'm discovering films that I missed at other festivals.
Μέσα από τις ταινίες περιμένω κάθε φορά να επικοινωνήσω με αυτό το συναίσθημα που υπάρχει, με αυτό το χτύπο που υπάρχει παγκόσμια σε ολόκληρη τη γη και αφορά μέσα από το σινεμά ουσιαστικά σπάνε τα σύνορα και δεν υπάρχουν πατρίδες. Δηλαδή αυτό είναι το ωραίο και βλέπεις μέσα από τις ταινίες αυτές, τις καινούργιες, τι κοινά έχουμε με όλους τους ανθρώπους και τους συνανθρώπους μας, τι μας χωρίζουν, τι μας ενώνουν. Και είναι πραγματικά μια πολύ ωραία εμπειρία το να μαθαίνεις μέσα από αυτούς τους νέους σκηνοθέτες όλα αυτά τα πράγματα που έχουν να μοιραστούν, τις ιστορίες τους. Βέβαια, εγώ αυτό που περιμένω πραγματικά να δω κάποια στιγμή είναι ένας προβληματισμός μου, είναι ένα ερώτημά μου, να μπορέσει ο κινηματογράφος να μετουσιωθεί, δηλαδή πραγματικά να δούμε αυτή την έβδομη τέχνη και όχι οι σκηνοθέτες πια να μένουν μόνο στις ιστορίες.